Alright guys, it is time once again for Transformers Book Club. Today we are looking at Transformers Infiltration, the return to form for Simon Furman and Transformers comics. We start off with our hero, Verity Carter, who is at a bus stop scoping out this presumed salesman who she is planning to steal his pocket computer phone, a ticket to Los Angeles, and his bagel. It's funny because she hypes this Palm Pilot as like the top tier technology for phones. Of course, this comic was published in 2005, which is 2 years before the first iPhone came out, back when phones looked like this. But anyways, while on the bus, she pilfers the guy's stuff and then fakes getting sick in order to get off. She's then picked up by Hunter Onion, who tells her that he is looking for giant robots, showing her a printout from the website Mechatopia.com. By the way, do not go to Mechatopia.com now. Apparently at one point it was run by IDW, but I guess they let the domain slip and it is no longer owned by IDW. The two are then attacked by Thundercracker, but they are quickly saved by Ratchet, who tells them, "Come with me if you want to live." The three are attacked by Runamuck and Runabout, but Verity has a friend in the area, Jimmy Pink, and they hide out in his garage for a little bit, but not long after the Decepticons find them. They try and get away from the three Decepticons, but fortunately they are saved by Ironhide, Prowl, and Sunstreaker. Back at the Autobot base, Prowl chews out Ratchet for violating the rules of war. Apparently there are some strict guidelines that they're supposed to abide by and not escalate things. Blah blah blah, that's kind of boring. So we head back to the Decepticons with Skywarp and Blitzwing, who are doing cleanup duty. First they destroy the man's house who Verity stole the phone from. Back at the Autobot base, Ratchet takes the phone and plugs it into their computer to find out what the Decepticons are after. Turns out the man was able to find and infiltrate the Decepticons' base, or at least their old base. Apparently the Decepticons moved, but Ratchet doesn't know why. All the while, Blitzwing and Skywarp continued their path of destruction. Ratchet needs more information, and the kids want to help, but Ratchet doesn't want to put them in harm's way. Bumblebee also wants to help, even though it means going against the rules. They all decide to go check out the Decepticons' old base, and they roll out. Meanwhile, Skywarp and Blitzwing are still at it, now blowing up the bus that Verity and the man were on, and Starscream calls them for one last target. Back with our heroes, Verity descends into the old Decepticon base. There she finds countless pods, some empty and some containing human corpses. But back on the surface, Ratchet and Bumblebee are under attack by Blitzwing and Skywarp. While underground, Verity discovers Megatron. He briefly looks at her, but pays her no mind. All the fighting up above causes the base to collapse, and Bumblebee and Hunter manage to save Verity at the last moment. With the whole area looking like a huge crater, Megatron bursts out of the ground, and he is not too happy that his Decepticons have betrayed him. After teaching Skywarp and Blitzwing a lesson, he leaves to go after Starscream, and our heroes have no interest in challenging Megatron. At the Decepticons' new base, Megatron calls out Starscream, who sends out Astrotrain, Runamuck, Runabout, and Thundercracker, although the four Decepticons want no piece of Megatron. So Starscream, juiced up on Ore 13, faces Megatron mano a mano, and he seems to have watched too much Dragon Ball Z while he's on Earth. He gives Megatron everything he's got, with both Decepticons and Autobots looking on. But nothing seems to faze Megatron, as he punishes Starscream for his betrayal. Back at the Autobot base, they are arguing whether or not it is time to call in Optimus Prime, but it turns out he is already here. This is a really good miniseries, solid art, and a great start to the IDW continuity. Although some of the subplots would be eventually dropped, this is still a pretty good Transformers story. Let me know what you guys thought of Transformers Infiltration down in the comments. And join me next time when we will be covering Stormbringer. So see you then.